Loyal viewers, it is once again your friend Wild Elf 26. Hey guys, here at Games Wild Elf 26. This is going to be, well, another rant and walk. That's right, folks. We're bringing them back. And if any of you viewers are also connected to my old channel, which was simply Wild Elf 26, which had a slightly different spelling. I had spelled it originally W-Y-L-D on this new channel, and which is the primary and basically the only one I'm actually focused on anymore. The new channel is Games Wild Elf 26 here in October 2025. But so this is a rant and walk, similar to the walk and rants. I just switched it around because I felt like it. Of course, you know, a while back I had a device snafu and I had to switch over and make a whole new channel basically. So if any of my outstanding subscribers from my original channel are viewing, please, if it's not too much inconvenience, connect, resub to this channel, please. This is the one you'll be getting fresh replies on. It's also the one you'll be getting fresh content on, because I'm no longer providing content to the other channel. Alright guys, but now that I got the formalities out of the way, the nature of the topic, or the nature of the public discussion, or even so far as the nature of whatever complaints of the day are on your top of your head. But and you know, most places you go, you're going to have tons of complainers. For every positive person, you're going to have 20 negative people. That's pretty much how it works out, folks. I don't make the rules, I just observe them, you know. But yeah, we're in full swing of October. We got plenty of spirit going around. They got the Halloween lights out, yeah. And there's a couple that got some really, really cool decorations. Yeah, they show that they have a lot of seasonal spirit. And I love it when people do that, because it shows that they have a soul. When you see people just ignore all the seasons, they might as well be robots, you know, they got no soul, you know. Just more cogs in the machine, I guess, huh? But, yeah, you know, that's how I roll. I mean, at the minimum, during certain Halloweens, the minimum, you know, we hang some spiders, maybe a ghost from the tree or the porch or whatever's in front. And then we put maybe some of those pumpkin-shaped trash bags full of leaves, you know. And hopefully, depending on what's available, and depending on how decent it looks at the time for the price, maybe a huge jack-o'-lantern on the front porch or walkway, driveway or something. And I'd like to also throw this out there too, you know, being a grand promoter of cosplay, and especially holiday events like Halloween that actually promote costumes and general frivolity and basically good tidings. It's one of the more positive, kind of a peppy holiday compared to what you would encounter, you know, when you finally make it to December. Because they notice there's an arc. They've done studies on this, people. There's an arc in positive mindsets, mood sets. People are usually in a unusually positive, good mood during Halloween, but you go through the Thanksgiving season, and by the time you hit the December rush, people, it seems to get very melancholy for people, especially if, you know, if they had a rough year, or if they have made it to certain ages and happen to have made it longer than loved ones that have expired while they have continued. And the holiday of Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever, solstice. I'm certain the Norwegians, I'm certain people from Holland probably still observe the winter solstice, but some of them have also mixed it with the Christian holidays. So, and I believe the Christian holiday version of Halloween was called All Saints Eve, if I'm not mistaken. There's a comment section there. You can tell me what you found, if it's relevant to that. But as far as the holiday, the Christian holiday of Christmas, from what I understand, I don't know if it was back in the time of Emperor Constantine in Rome, or if this had happened sometime later, but it was Emperor Constantine of Rome that had switched the entire Roman religion from the multiple mythic, iconic gods that the Romans had worshipped for so long to Christianity. And it became the modern day Catholicism, basically, but it became Christian, and that was like the official religion because of Constantine. And I'm not, exactly pinpoint accurate on the memory of it, but from what I understand is Constantine had somebody that was kind of a future, like a palm reader, and they told him that he should honor the Christian faith, that the old faiths for Rome were no longer the path to choose or something. And so he decided that Christianity would be their new faith. You people are probably more sprigged on the details of that than I am. I'm just giving you what I know. But that's the beauty of the internet, folks. You can Google it, find out what the details are. If I have them generally in the right direction, well, that's good. Let me know, And if you have a difference of opinion, well, that's nice too. That's the beauty of the internet, And social media, at least the freedoms of it as we know it currently in the United States of America. My heart goes out to English-speaking nations on the other side of the pond that aren't able to enjoy casual social media freedoms anymore. There's a lot of upheaval over there. It may take years to get all that sorted and maybe for them to regain some of those freedoms again. But you never know. It's just how things are going. And I want those people to know, all those cousin countries, all those English-speaking countries, they're going through those turmoils, whether they be Australia or the United Kingdom. Your cousins in America here, we feel for you. I mean, gosh, in the last 12 years, 12 years ago, the UK had a lot of freedoms, beautiful freedoms. And then I don't know what happened in just the last 12 years, because we're over here, we're concerned with everything that goes on over here. And we just turn around one year or 1 month, and suddenly we're noticing, and our hearts really do go out to you, because we really have not been with our hands in that soil. We've had our own concerns over here, trying to get our affairs into some sensible order again, at least to make a safety and order a better concern over here, legitimate safety and order. We're not talking about bad words on a social media site. We're talking about expulsion of grievous criminals that have like murders and all kinds of intimidation, racketeering crimes attached to them. And right now, there's a whole lot of upheaval over here regarding that specific topic. And they have expulsed quite a bit of them so far. There's been a success rate as far as that goes. But, you know, there can still be a lot more. And it's going to be hard to get a good chunk of them remaining out. Now, if they do it the right way, because they have advertisements, public service announcements, they can kind of admit what they are and be expulsed cleanly and officially back to whatever country they came from, and then have a clean record that they can legally apply and through the regular system legally, if their applications keep getting approved and they meet the requirements, become a proper citizen. But if they don't, you know, bring themselves in, and those different agencies have to actually find them and, you know, put them through the process, then they'll have that illegalness on their record for, you know, indefinitely, and they'll probably never be allowed proper paperwork or anything to come back in. Probably not even have a tourist visit, you know, on a tourist visa. So that's the kind of stuff going on right now in the country. It's real thick. It's very heavy. We actually have, we have two primary political parties here, but we also have like 3 or so smaller parties. I remember the Independent Party, Libertarians, a couple others, and the one friend, he had been recent friend of the president here. He had even tried to create another political party. So, you know, which would have been slightly confusing because there already are other parties outside the primary parties. And in our country, the primary parties are the Republicans and Democrats. And for those of you overseas that don't know what the difference or significance of those two parties are, long time ago, in the old ancient days, Abraham Lincoln, a Republican president, he was the one that signed all the orders that said that you know, slavery was inhumane, and he freed the slaves. So that's the significance of the Republican Party. And that seems to be a standard that is held up. So the Democrat Party has always been for, in the past, the Democrat Party has been for things like the environment and championing causes of freedom of speech and things of that nature.